Should you buy an Africa Twin CRF1100? Let's have a look. So should you buy an Africa Twin? Well, I can't tell you whether you should or not, but I can tell you why I bought mine and how mine came to be here. So I've ridden a lot of adventure touring bikes and similar bikes in that market, and I've got a lot of experience with these, and you guys may have seen a lot of my reviews that I've done recently. So I had a lot to compare this bike to, you know, and there's a lot of good bikes in this market. If you're looking to buy one, I know it is a hard choice, I've just been through it myself. So let me show you my bike first of all, and then I'll tell you why I bought this one over the other choices. So this is my Honda CRF1100 Africa Twin. Mine is the 2020 model. I bought this one used with only 5,000 miles on it, and I paid about 9 grand for it. So I got a bit of a deal with this one. You can pick these up anywhere between 9 and 11,000, something like that, depending on the condition and extras and things that it has. So this one has, it is fairly standard when I got it, but it does have Oxford heated grips fitted. It does have SW Motec crash bars, and you'll notice I have the Lomo crash bar bags that I've put on here. These are fantastic. There's a review for that on the channel as well. I'll link that above. So my bike came with 5,000 miles on it. And the reason that I went for a used bike this time is because I do a lot of miles with my bikes, and I know that it's going to cost me a fair bit to and fro the dealership for the services. So I knew that if I got one that was already out of warranty, I would be able to service this bike myself. Hopefully I'm going to get through some miles on this bike, and I'll be able to show you guys as I go on my experiences with the bike. I'm also going to do some upgrades as well. First thing I've got to do is of course do the obligatory exhaust, so I'll be doing that very shortly, and there'll be a video on that one, how to do it. It's not as straightforward as you would think, unfortunately, on this one. There is a X-up servo on the exhaust here, so you need an electronic gizmo underneath, but we'll go into that on the other video. But yeah, so I'll be doing some upgrades on this bike, get some rear panniers and stuff, get this one ready for touring. So some of the other bikes that I've ridden recently then include the Yamaha T7 and the T7 World Raid. I was very impressed with those. I've always liked Yamaha, but I didn't go with the Yamaha, mainly because it's mainly off-road biased, I think. I know a lot of people do use it for long distance touring, but it's not for me, that one. And at 13 grand as well for the World Raid, that's, well, I mean, that's 4 grand more than I paid for this, and you don't get any cruise control, you don't get Apple CarPlay, you know, you get very little on it really. So if you're a fan of the technology, then, you know, the Africa Twin is a far better buy, I would say. You do have the Suzuki VStrom. There is the 1050 and there is the 800 DE variant. Again, I've done reviews on both of these videos, both fantastic bikes. You can see those as well on the channel. The 1050 is a bit of a bargain, really. It does come in at a good price. It does have the quick shifter, it does have the cruise control, you know, it has all the electronic gizmos and things. And also the 800 as well, again, very well equipped. I think that one comes in at about 10.5 grand, and you have everything on it for a brand new bike. But of course, if you buy brand new, you do need to pay the dealership to upkeep the warranty on it. The reason that I didn't go for either of the Suzuki V-Stroms is personal preference, really, and you know, that comes down to that for everybody when you come to choose your bike. You know, you're going to find all the things that you need or are wants and likes on your bike, and then, you know, pick the one that you like best. And for me, the V-Stroms just didn't do it. It didn't have that factor when you look back at a bike and think, yeah, I like that bike, you know, that one's mine. I really like the look of the Africa Twin. So, you know, this has all the technology on it and it has that look, so I went for the Africa Twin over the V-Strom. Another fantastic option in this market is the Tiger 900 GT Pro. You'll have seen some of the older videos that I had that one, and I did about 22,000 miles on that one in a year. That was a fantastic adventure touring bike, but I thought it a bit boring to buy the same bike twice, so I didn't go for that. I did briefly, between my Tiger 900 and this Africa Twin, have a KTM 890. You guys may have seen some of the videos on that. Perhaps the less said on that one, the better. If you want to see how that worked out, my ownership lasted 20 days with that bike. But if you want to see how that worked out, again, you can watch some of the other videos on the channel. And of course there is the BMW GS, which is a bike that you have to consider if you're looking at a bike in this market. I did ride the 1250 GS and I did ride the 850 GS. Again, both very good bikes, both very different bikes for your needs. But it's not something that I want yet. I'll save that for later on in life, I think. The Africa Twin feels a lot more fun to me. That's the one for me. So like I say, all of these bikes, they come down to a personal choice. You need to look at the tech and the features that you want on the bike, what you need from the bike, what you're going to be using it for, and then look at the one that has all those features and things that you need, and find the one that you like the look of, and you'll know when you see it. So that's the reasons that I bought this new Africa Twin CRF1100. Obviously I've got a lot of modifications and things to do. I need to fit some bark busters and different bits and pieces, make sure I get some panniers and get this bike kitted out ready to go. Let me know what you guys have done for your bikes. If you've already got the Africa Twin, I'm definitely interested to hear how you got on. I will do some reviews every 5,000 or 10,000 miles and let you know how I'm getting on with the bike. So thanks for joining us on the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.